party to go to. Welcome back to my channel. It is Shay Michelle and I'm so happy that you are joining me today. Let me give you guys the rundown in advance. I am a third-year medical student and I am in the final days of my emergency medicine final days of my psychiatry rotation, and that's what's going on. We're gonna do a weekend in the life vlog because this is my last weekend before my test, aka the shelf exam, and my OSCE, which is like the clinical performance exam. And I'm just gonna be studying. I just wanted to take you guys along with what happens on the weekend, number one, as a medical student, and number two, as a student preparing for a test. It is Friday right now, and Friday I actually have a pretty weird schedule. It's 11:30 a.m. and I have to be in clinic from 1 p.m. to 5 p.m. So usually I'm in clinic for a whole like 9 to 5, but on Fridays the fellows that I work with, they have didactics, which are just like lectures in the mornings, and so I don't have to be there, so I just like stay at home, chill, sleep, and just act lazy for the whole morning, and then I have to be there for the afternoon with them. So I'm actually about to like pack my bag and start heading over because it's 11:30, but I usually come an hour before clinic starts because I need to check on all the patients that are going to be seen today. And because it's an outpatient clinic, for the most part on these days it's 1 hour appointments, 1 hour slots, and you see what, 4 patients in the afternoon, and normally I see like 3 patients in the morning. There are days where we have new intakes, and that's Mondays and Wednesdays, but today's Friday. There's always multiple fellows in the office, so on Fridays I think there's usually 3 fellows, rather than there's days when all the fellows are there, which is like 6 fellows, but there's like 3 fellows. And so I just look through all of the patients and just figure out where I want to go. It's kind of like I make a roadmap for the day, and then I just go from there. And for the most part, everyone's very receptive and you can just about see every single patient. The only time I haven't been able to walk in and talk to a patient or kind of at least sit in for the actual appointment is when there seems to be like major concerns with like maybe the parent, or like we're about to get like child services involved or something more serious. But I think that's only happened twice in the last 5 weeks. I just got off a phone call with a different physician who was kind of telling me about her field, and it was really nice. She's a internal medicine physician that's really interested in addiction medicine, and she was just telling me everything about it. And so that's another cool thing about 30 years. Like now you're actually in the field and you can actually ask these questions, and this is your time to actually figure out what you want to do for the rest of your life. On that note, let me pack my bag and then let's go. iPad, computer, desktop, and water. It is 4:14 and I got out of clinic early. I ended up only seeing 2 patients. All of the patients who had 1 p.m. appointments didn't show up. Then I was there for a 2 p.m. and then a 3 p.m. and then they were just like, you should go home early, we're nice here. So I got to leave early, and then I'm honestly starving. So now I'm about to get some food, and then I'll tell you guys the gist of how the appointments work when I get back to my room. And then hopefully I can get some studying done today and definitely finish my flashcards, and we'll see what happens. Right now it is 7:11 p.m. So I've just been laying in bed for the last like 3 hours, honestly, watching Netflix. And I started to bake some cookies. So I am though gonna start working as soon as these cookies are done. After I bake the cookies, I'll tell you guys the plan for today. But I guess just to tell you what happened today in clinic, I saw 2 patients, and then basically it was more maintenance because remember I'm in child psych outpatient, and so it's not like I'm going to do consults in the emergency room, see people in their initial stages of care. But because of this, that's my timer. My cookies are done. I'll be back. I gave my cookies exactly 5 seconds to cool off, so they look a little, well, this one cookie looks a little distraught. But to tell you guys about the clinic that I'm at a little bit, I again am in child and adolescent outpatient psychiatry. And so one of the things that I really like about it is the fact that it is outpatient. And so in my eyes, that means kind of all of the patients there really want to be there. You know, they're coming to their appointments, they're answering their video calls and stuff like that. And so I feel like there's just been, you can tell that there's a lot of work and progress that happens with each patient, and it's like, it's mostly what they have to do with like a lot of mental health and psychiatric conditions and everything. It's like a lot of inner work, whether it's like with OCD or anything, you know, and it requires just a lot of dedication by the patient. And so I've really enjoyed the outpatient experience, just because I feel like I've been able to firsthand see, one, for some patients, because I've been here for the last few weeks, I've been able to see like the growth that has occurred in like the past month. But for the most part, just reading their notes and everything, I'm able to get a sense of all of the work that's been put forth and kind of where the patient began and where they are now. My test for psychiatry is on Friday, and I have my shelf and my OSCE for it. And the shelf is 100 questions. You get like 3 hours to do it. And then the OSCE is a clinical test. So I want to show you guys what I do this weekend with all of my studying. And so I try to make a point to never ever miss a day of Anki, which is my flashcards, just because I feel like anytime I miss everything just piles up and everything starts going to shambles. So that's the main goal for today. So after I eat my cookie, I'm going to go to one of the study lounges in my apartment building, because I know I won't be productive at all in this bedroom. So I'm going to go to one of the study lounges. I'm going to get my flashcards done. I was able to do about 100 flashcards while I was in clinic, because I told you guys some of the patients didn't show up to their appointments. So I was able to work while I was like waiting for the next appointment time. So I have about 300 more to go, and then after that I always try to do 25 of my incorrect psychiatry questions. Today's my goal. My goal is going to be 20 surgery UWorld questions. Usually I do 10, but I cut out reading the textbook because it wasn't happening. So now I'm going to try to just do 20 UWorld questions and go from there. Let me stop blabbing, and then let me eat this cookie, and then move on to the study lounge. Right now, and I'm walking back to my room from the study lounge, and y'all saw how good I did on my UWorld. So because of that, I'm done for the day. I didn't get to do stuff for surgery, but I did get to do 25 of my incorrects from psychiatry, which is what I got the score I was showing you guys. For the rest of the night, I'm not doing anything. I'm about to go to sleep because I don't want to mess up my sleep schedule too much. I usually go to sleep around like 10:30 every day, so I don't want to mess my schedule up too much. So I am just about to go back to my room, go to bed, and hopefully I wake up naturally decently early, and then we can get started tomorrow. So see you guys tomorrow. Good morning and happy Saturday, everybody. It's 10:13 a.m. right now, and basically I will say I've been up for quite a while. I just haven't done anything academically, just normal, like I worked out, then I got dressed, I cleaned my room, I started washing clothes, blah blah blah. So I did all that. So now it is actually time to get to work, and first thing I wanted to start with was just showing you guys this study guide that I made that I haven't had the chance to actually read over again. I made the study guide and honestly never looked back, but I want to make a point of actually rereading the study guide that I made for myself to study with, that I just have not studied with at all. So let's go through that. Now I have my iPad in hand, and let's go through it. In the beginning of my like study guide, I guess this is more so just random questions I was getting wrong, and so I wrote down the concepts. Like for major depressive order, we use the acronym SIGI-CAP, so remember kind of all of the factors that are the symptoms that contribute to it. Bipolar, we use DIGFAST if they're in like specifically a manic episode, so like distractibility, grandiosity, flight of ideas, all of that. And then just like all these random concepts. You already know that I am in children outpatient psych, so I also wanted to make note of the children specific things just because it would help me in clinic. So I made note of some of the things I see a lot in clinic, and then bam, now we're at the study guide. So a big thing about psychiatry are the drugs, aka all of the like medicines for it. In like medical school, we're just like bugs, drugs, all that. So bugs, microbiology, drugs for all of the medicines, the medications. So I just wrote down most of the medications, and then all of the ones that go under their like categories. So for narrow spectrum anti-epileptics, we have like carbamazepine, whatever we have. And then the main side effects from all of these medications, because that is a big one. You have to know the side effects. It's not enough just to know the medication, but especially if there are big side effects, you have to know the side effects. And then after that, I made an actual study guide. And so my study guide is actually based on this book, the First Aid Psychiatry Clerkship book. One of my advisors, when I like went to meet with them, they just said, oh, half the book for the whole rotation. So I'll be returning this, but I have it for now. This book is divided into chapters, and I just made like a page per chapter. So we have psychotic disorders, then mood disorders, then personality, anxiety, and all of that. And then honestly, I would take like screenshots of the different tables they had, just because they were good tables. Like you can't, you can't just go over a good table. So that's all when it comes to like my main study guide. So what I want to do for today is I'm going to do what I do every day, which is my Anki, my flashcards. Then I'll follow up and do my 25 incorrect questions. And then I'm now going to make a point of rereading my like notes that are in this iPad that we just went over. And then we're going to start studying for surgery. So I have a plan of meeting up with one of my friends to get lunch. So I'm hoping I can get like all of the psych stuff done, then go to lunch, then afterwards do like 20 surgery questions, and I don't know, do some more Anki or do whatever I feel like at that point. I'm trying to be more relaxed right now because I know there are harder things to come. So I'm trying to get my rest now before I know I'll be sleep deprived. But that's like the main thing on the plan for today. That's all. I'm going to get my clothes out the laundry and then let's start studying. I'm just going to go to a different study room in my apartment building. I'm hoping to work for at least the next 2, maybe 3 hours, and then take a long break. I am now back in my room, and the past hour and a half has actually been pretty efficient. I was able to do all of my Anki cards, and I was able to do my 25 what is it called, UWorld questions. So that is all done. I only have 25 more incorrect UWorld questions, so I think after I go out to brunch, I'm gonna try to finish those. And I also didn't get a chance to review my notes, so I still need to do that. So it's 12:07 right now, and I'm back in my room. I'm about to get dressed, go to brunch. So at 4, the plan is to do another set of 25 of my incorrects and basically finish that up, and those will be my last incorrects. I kid you not, I literally have exactly 26 left. So finish those and then review my notes. Let's say that takes me an hour, which I doubt it will, but let's go with an hour. And then after that, take a break. And then we'll finish up the day with like 20 surgery questions. And I think that'll be the end of my Saturday. So hopefully I'm able to finish around like 8 p.m. I think I might make a hard cutoff of 8 p.m. just because it's Saturday. Oh, I forgot I have a whole birthday party to go to. Wow. Okay. Cutoff of 8 p.m. I actually have a birthday party to go to at like 9:30. So, you know, wow, I completely forgot about this. So yeah, the plans, yeah, something's gonna go up. I'm gonna go to brunch, and then we'll figure all this out when I get back. I am going to be brutally honest. It is 5 p.m. and I am just now getting back to my room from my brunch, lunch, at this point dinner. Who knows what it was. So I haven't done anything since about noon. I am being honest with myself, and I know me, and I know that now I'm going to sit in this room for between 30 minutes and an hour and still do nothing and watch TV. I'm very happy that I already finished all of my Anki for today. So I think the priority is gonna be, I'm gonna do 25 of my incorrects, and that takes me about maximum an hour. Lately, I've been able to get through them a lot quicker than previously. And then after that, I am going to read my notes that are in my whatever, my iPad. That surgery, and then I think that'll probably be me calling it quits for today. It's Saturday, and I don't want to overexert myself. I feel pretty energized right now, but I will feel like the day is wasted if I don't study a little bit more. So that's my plan. So time to chill. Just like that, it's 9 p.m. and I'm about to go to my friend's birthday party. But in the meantime, I was able to do all 26 of my incorrects. So y'all, I'm officially done going over all of the psychiatry UWorld in addition to the incorrects. So I'm proud of myself, and this is a full like week before my test basically. I was able to do that. I also did 10 surgery questions. After that, my mind just was like, you're not doing this. And so I did not read my study guide. So I think because now tomorrow I don't really have any like psych questions to do, I'm just gonna take a break from psych question like UWorld and focus on reading my notes really thoroughly, getting my Anki done, and then a little bit more surgery. So those are the goals for tomorrow. So yeah, let's continue the night, and then I'll see you guys tomorrow.
Hi you guys, and happy Sunday. You're probably like, why is she starting this vlog in her car? Well, it's already 11:20, and honestly, I've already had like a semi-full morning, but nothing school related, so I didn't necessarily vlog it. Went to church at 9 a.m. Then I had to put air in my tires, and then I just went to Trader Joe's. I love the plantain chips, but I already have like a whole little like thing of items down here. I'm just about done with my errands. I need to do an Amazon return, and then I'm gonna go back to my room and then start finally with schoolwork. And so I probably, realistically, let's say we'll probably start at like 2 p.m. But luckily, I'm gonna try to make today a really chill day. And just the goal is gonna be, like I said, first thing I'm gonna do is review my notes. Then I'll do my Anki cards, and then I'll probably just start surgery from there.
It is now almost 7 p.m. and I just wanted to do a check-in because it's been a while since I told you guys what I was up to. But basically, in this meantime, I did review all of my written notes finally. And so that didn't take too long. And then honestly, I have just, my speed at these flashcards has just decreased exponentially, and like it was just rough getting through them, but I finished my flashcards for today. So basically for today, we did 457 cards in 1.04 hours. And believe me, I took plenty of breaks. I'm talking about every 20 minutes. I was like, woo, you have done a lot of work for today. Take a break. The only other thing I really wanted to do was some surgery UWorld questions. I have not gotten to those at all. So my goal is 30. Realistically, looking at the time and knowing I don't want to do any schoolwork after 8 p.m., I'm lucky if I get 10 done at this rate. But that's what we're gonna do. Today is a very chill day. It's Sunday. So when I'm in a more relaxed rotation like psychiatry, I try to actually take these breaks and take advantage of them, and like having these days off and actually having opportunities to just relax. There's nothing else happening for today. So on that note, I just wanted to say thank you guys again for watching. Now that we're in this like clinical phase of my education, feel free to like tell me what you like to see and don't like to see. I think it's like a whole new set of like thoughts that come with actually being in the hospital, rather than I'm not gonna just have a vlog with me going to lecture and like doing stuff like that. It's very different. So please tell me what you like to see, don't like to see. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in my next video.